So every day Forex attracts a new crop of traders, and all the time you go to the internet and you find adverts on people promising to give you the best experience when it comes to Forex trading and even training and so on. But we're here to demystify all the myths and everything around Forex learning and even trading in itself. So with me today, I have with me interesting people. Jairus Martins, the CEO, J Forex Institute. That's right. And I have Akaka here also. He is the Director of Operations for the Kenyatta University Economic Students Association. We are going to be highlighting on matters of Forex training among young people, I believe. And as well, we'll also be talking about a partnership that the two organizations are having to make sure that more young people are learning this trade of Forex. Awesome stuff. So maybe, Kaka, I'll start with you. What is currency trading and what does it entail, really?
Okay, currency trading. First of all, I might like to say this. Forex affects us every day.
That's right.
Yeah. We may not be knowing this. For Kenya, we trade at a deficit. Our balance of trade is, we have a deficit, meaning we import more than we export. So, we import using dollars most of the time. That one I'll explain later on.
That's okay.
So, the prices of commodities with fluctuations in currency affect the prices of goods that we are having. So you get that the currency affects us very much, commodity prices. Yeah. So probably if I may give a background to this, since the Second World War, before it we were using the gold standard for trading, but after then it could not be sustainable. So the gold standard was abolished and we went in for the dollar. The reason why we went in for the dollar is because after the Second World War, the dollar was quite stable because most of the currencies were affected by the war, including the sterling pound. So the dollar was the one that was very stable and it was widespread. So its acceptability was...
It made it a standard owner.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's why today, even if you're importing a cup from Japan, you won't pay in Japanese yen, but you'll use the US dollars.
That's right. Yeah.
So the dollars is the one that's very acceptable. So you'll get that we trade in dollars. And most of the time when we're discussing about the money markets, there was that buying and selling. I think we are at around 1 or 2.
Sure.
So most of the time when you look at the paper and you see the 1 or 2, you may not really understand how that...
People don't understand this.
Yeah.
And I'll be highlighting that later on the interview. And you're definitely the right guy for that. So I'm so glad to be having you. So maybe, Jay, engage with us on this. So years later, the dollar is still, we call them the big boys when it comes to Forex. Sure enough. So talk to me about the market volume of Forex, because I'm told it's an industry most people can cash in on and they're not even aware. And they're just at home watching this. Talk to me about the market volume for that.
Okay, sure. So as you know that Forex, each and every country participates in Forex.
That's right.
Because we normally say there's no country which can fully rely on itself, be it even United States of America. They have to do the imports and also exports, So as he has said, I'll give you an example of which maybe a company in the United States, they want to go purchase Toyota from Japan. They can't go there with the US dollar and then pay in that country the US dollar.
That's right.
They have to go to that country
and exchange it
and exchange the money to Japanese yen. And that's why we are saying this is the most liquid and the largest market in the world. Larger than any other market.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So maybe back to you, Akaka. We're told that Forex has a large trade volume of over $5 trillion within 24 hours, and that's crazy. And Africa only has like 1% of that. How does that make you feel as a young person, especially in the crisis that we are in, where people are struggling to get work and employment?
Okay, it makes me feel bad because, as you can remember, in 2013, as the Kenyan economy, we crossed over into the lower middle income economy.
That's right.
So that means some traditional forms of investments won't really work for us in this changing world. So it makes me feel bad because it means that you are lagging behind the rest of the world. Because, as Jairus said, the Forex market is really big worldwide. It's really big. It's even bigger than the stock markets. And I think it's more established than the stock markets. So it's something that we are lagging behind, and as the youth of this country, something that we should really look into, because right now in Kenya, we have the fiber optic, 3G network and the
Faster
access.
internet.
Yeah.
4G is here. You're talking 3G. I'm doing 4G right now.
Yeah, 4G is in Nairobi. It is everywhere in Kenyatta University and most universities we have free Wi-Fi.
It is.
So it is untapped potential.
That's
yeah,
right.
it's untapped potential. Within 30 minutes, you can go log in, do some trade, and catch up with the world. So we are playing catch up.
So Jairus, paint for us a picture which Forex Institute is coming in to paint, because you are coming in to partner with the likes of Kenyatta University Economic Students Association, I want to believe. So what are you guys looking forward to? Because there's just a large market out here and you're coming in. What is your target?
Okay, good. So I came up with this organization like two years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So our basic thing is that, you know, in the world of Forex, many people have the misconception that there is high risk, yeah? There's
right.
high risk, of which it's not true. In Forex,
Wow. Okay.
it's not true. Because in Forex, if you're trading, you're only risking like 1% of your capital.
Wow.
Yeah. I normally say that Forex is it's a better market to invest in, even much better than real estate, because the risk is very, very low. So with most guys I interacted with, people had this misconception and the scams which are coming, people taking for you money and someone trading for you, of which, that's why I decided to come up with this, of which we are having partners, STO, and our first partners in Kenya, Kwesa, of which we want to enlighten people on this. We are doing it at a free price, so that we can have as many youths as possible getting into this, because the rate of unemployment in the country is wanting.
It's sickening.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you've gone outside Kenya. That's where you launched your trade. Yeah. So tell me about the difference when you compare Kenya and Sweden in terms of youth and them embracing these alternative investment options that are not really into the hard skills za kwenda shamba kubeba mawe mjengo. Paint for me a picture of how it is.
Okay, sure. So I was looking into the unemployment rates in Kenya, the one which were released by ASET just the other day, of which we are having many graduates, yeah, coming out of the universities every year, and of which there are no jobs. Yeah, I saw in another station the other day people lining up for interview, almost 1,000 people, of which that should be something of the past.
That's a normal sight in Kenya.
Yeah, you understand. Yeah. So to me, I was looking at it in a way. If you compare like Western countries to us, trading, and when we talk about trading, in trading we have so many things. It's not just Forex. Yeah, trading is a very wide aspect, of which in Western countries we are having like 60%. It contributes to 60% of employment, you can imagine.
Wow.
If we have this in the country, our Vision 2030 is
The
just
big
a
four
decade away.
plan, everything will
Yeah.
be... That's pretty tremendous. So I'll talk to a young person now. Maybe what emotions does this invoke in you when you realize that there's this huge potential that young people are not taking advantage of, and you are partnering with J Institute, Forex Institute right now. So what is driving you to this, and what is the end goal for you as Kwesa?
Just as Jairus said, I was also going through statistics. There's an article I was writing, and it was sickening. It was sickening because the UNDP report of 2017 was saying that the youth unemployment in Kenya is at 39.1%. That's extremely high.
That is tremendous.
That's extremely high. And considering the challenges we are facing with the higher education in Kenya, this is going to continue being a bigger challenge. And once our youth, or us as youth, get confused or we don't get employment, it means the future of the country is really at a bad place.
That's right.
And that's why as Kwesa, Kenyatta Economic Students Association, this thing really touched us, and we wondered in what way can we come and try and solve this.
That's right. I'm asking, what is the end goal for this? Because you guys partner with them, and then what is the end goal? How many students do you intend to reach? Do you intend for this to go outside Kenyatta University? Who are you targeting with this, and when? I need people getting to you.
Okay. So our first target is the people of the School of Economics. First of all, because foreign exchange is something really key to us as economic students. So we want to enlighten them, and then after that, it goes to other Kenyatta University students.
That's right.
Yeah, and then the youth
Maybe
in general.
you can expand it outside.
Yeah.
That'll be tremendous. So Jay's Institute, Forex Institute, sorry, you're online.
Yeah,
Tell
sure.
me about your courses. How does someone need, tell me about your course, the one you take people through for them to be effective Forex traders.
Okay, very good. So I'll first clarify something which my friend said, yeah?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, most people who are not enlightened, they think that Forex is only for genius people or people with economics background, yeah? As for me, I'm a nutritionist by profession, of which, yeah.
So Forex is
that one gives you a clear indication. Anyone can do this, yeah? It's just a skill-based. It's just a skill-based thing, and you can do it. So any person can do it. I normally say, just like the first time you are riding a bicycle, yeah? You lean a bit on the right, you fall. You lean a bit on the left, you fall.
That's right.
Yeah, but even if you know how to balance, you need to go from one point to another. So it's a whole set of everything together. So that said, our course module, what we normally start with, like for now we are organizing a seminar here in KU next week, that is on 13th. So we normally like first to enlighten people what Forex is, yeah, because most people don't know what this. So what I usually guarantee people is that immediately you come into that door of the seminar, you'll get out knowing what this entails. Yeah. So on our course module, we do it as I can't lie to you that you'll be good in Forex in a month's time. I'll be lying to you because I see people collecting people's money and telling someone in 2 weeks' time you'll be a professional trader. As I've said, this is a skill. This is a skill-based profession, and you have to take, because when you come to Forex, you want to earn more than a doctor. You want to earn more than a lecturer, forgetting that this doctor went to school for almost 8 years.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's why we are offering this, and it's free of charge. All the students can take opportunity of this. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let me get to Akaka. Something interesting is people getting into Forex for easy profits. He mentioned somebody wants to earn more than a doctor, a lecturer, but I want to mention someone who earns bigger, an MCA. So you come in, you want to earn bigger than a member of a county assembly. So people terming it as we have things to do with easy profits and so on, but people don't really know how the market operates.
Yeah.
Give us that.
Okay, so as I was saying before,
Sure. I wanted to get you back there, so yeah.
Yeah, so as I was saying before, right now we're using the dollar, and I'll be using some hypothetical examples. So, and how these things work, like one or two. First of all, in a floating exchange rate system like ours, which is not fixed because there's a fixed exchange rate system, where the central bank just says, $1 will exchange 75 shillings, and it is that way, and it won't change.
That's right.
So ours is a floating one. That is it's affected by demand and supply. So actually, how it works is that if I want to import, I'll need dollars. I'll need dollars to import. So if the dollars are in huge supply in the country, I'll need to exchange fewer shillings for
More dollars.
for $1.
For $1, sorry.
For $1.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so actually the exchange rate is the price of getting $1, is the price of exchanging one currency for another.
It's just what it is. Yeah, that's right.
So when you read in the paper that $1 exchanges for 102 shillings, it means you need 102 shillings
to buy a single dollar.
To buy a single dollar. So if the supply of dollar in the country is huge, it means that the price of a dollar will go down. And if the supply of the dollars in the country is little or has decreased, the price of a dollar will go up. And this is affected by trade, import and export. So if we export more, it means people will pay us in dollars, right?
Wow.
So the dollar reserve in the country will be higher.
Higher, that's right.
Yeah, so when it becomes higher, there's higher supply of the dollars, so the price of the dollar will go down.
That's right.
So, and you'll realize that at the time when tourists come, a lot of tourists come and they come with so many dollars.
We also get to like buy the dollar cheaper. I'd say that.
Yeah, buy the dollar cheaper.
So I want to interrupt you because we're running out of time. I don't know why this keeps on happening. I wish we could have this conversation more. So maybe Jay, I want to, Jairus, that's the name, but J Forex Institute. That's your website and that's your institute. So I'll just interrupt that and ask, why does someone need to enroll with you?
Okay, very good. So enrollment with us, we are coming with a high regulation.
Sure.
Yeah.
You'll have that camera.
Okay. Okay, great.
Talk to everyone. Why do they need to come join
Okay,
you?
sure. So, in the world of Forex, we are having so many scams coming by. So we are coming with a very reputable broker, of which that is STO, based in Cyprus. And we are providing everything for free. The education aspect, as we have partnered with COESA and agreed with them, everything will be for free. And all the students from all the schools are invited. Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah. So also, with due course, we are providing competitions, of which you don't need real money to participate in those competitions. So for all our students who will enroll with us,
they need to come and get.
Yeah.
I don't know. Come through, everybody. Just if you're watching this, I just need you to show up for this. Go to Jay's Institute, jforexinstitute.com, and go check them out. Fetch from this world. It's an immensely liquid market, and you can cash so big in this. I think there's just much more that could have been said, but because of time, nimeshukuru sana, gentlemen, for being here. Much more, I think we can follow up on your website.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Before you finish, a minute, please.
Go ahead.
Help me with this. Yeah. So as you can see, this one is Kenya Gazette supplement number 133, the Capital Market Act. Just the other day, I could hear the CS, Henry Rotich, saying that they are aware that around 50,000 people are trading in the country. Of
so
which
you guys are regulated right now?
Yeah, we are regulated.
Tremendous.
We are still working on the CMA regulation in the country. So for the people who will not be interested in trading for themselves, we are partnering also with another company which is called Ashin FX, of which we are getting proper regulation with FCA, CSEC, and CMA in the country locally. It will be a big plus for us guys, and this will help us see achieving as a country the 2030 goals.
And the Big Four plan.
Very good.
Awesome stuff. So there you have it, regulated and everything else. So go check them out on their website, jforexinstitute.com, and go fetch from there well as well. So for now, we take a short break. We'll be back with Noah to take a look at how our money was doing against the local currencies and the international currencies, Forex issues.